So guys, I didn't want to do this video yesterday because I wanted to let the news come out more so I can give out more details about what happened with the whole Alec Baldwin fatally shooting the director of the new movie that he was shooting called Rust, and then he also fatally shot the cinematographer, putting one in the hospital and then one in the grave. So I didn't want to do this video yesterday because I wanted to let it air out to see what exactly happened and don't just push into it. But yeah, more details was coming out about the whole Alec Baldwin fatally shooting the director. What was supposed to happen is that his prop gun for the set is supposed to be filled with nothing but blanks, but apparently it was loaded. And here's the thing: a lot of people are coming out saying, "Yo, Alec Baldwin, this is all Alec Baldwin's fault." People are saying it's not Alec Baldwin's fault. He was handed the prop gun. My thing is, this is where gun safety comes into use, because for what I know, Alec Baldwin is one of those, oh, guns don't kill people. Actually, no, guns kill people. People don't. He's one of those get rid of guns, get rid of all guns advocates. He's one of those the government should come in and take your guns. He's one of those advocates. So I'm pretty sure he knows nothing about gun safety. Even if you think it's a prop gun, gun safety should come into use. You should check if that gun was loaded or not, whether or not if it's a fake gun or a prop gun. You should always check it. Gun safety laws, or just gun safety measures in general, are important. Alec Baldwin obviously didn't bother to check to see if it was actually safe or not. So it's pretty much his fault, because he should have checked it. It's not really something for me to just say for myself. Let me go ahead and just show you guys this from NBC News. Alec Baldwin shoots prop gun, killing one, injuring another on set of Rust, officials say. Producer and actor fired a prop gun Thursday that killed one crew member and injured another on the set of the movie Rust in New Mexico, the Santa Fe County Sheriff's Office said. The film director of photography, Helena Hutchins, hopefully I'm saying her name right, 42, was killed, and director Joel Souza, 48, was injured when Baldwin, 63, discharged the staged firearm, the agency said in a statement Thursday evening. Hutchins was flown by helicopter to the University of New Mexico Hospital, where she was pronounced dead. According to the sheriff's office, agents for Hutchins said in a statement on Friday that the cinematographer was a rising star of the craft who was relentlessly cheerful and optimistic. Helena Hutchins was a ray of light, always smiling, always hopeful, according to the statement. She decided early on she would take the craft of cinematography by storm, and the last couple of years proved she was well on her way. Her talent was immense, only surpassed by the love she had for her family. All those in her orbit knew what was coming, a star director of photography who would be a force to be reckoned with. Souza was taken to the hospital by ambulance, officials said. Francis Fisher, who stars in the movie, tweeted overnight that Souza was out of the hospital. His spokesperson confirmed the news Friday in an email to NBC News. The Santa Fe, New Mexico reported that Baldwin was seen Thursday outside the Santa Fe County Sheriff's office in tears. Images obtained by NBC News show Baldwin in the parking lot outside the sheriff's office. In one photo, the actor is seen bending over by the curbside and another speaking on the phone. In his first comments about the prop gun shooting, Baldwin on Friday said he was in contact with Hutchins' family. Quote, "There are no words to convey my shock and sadness regarding the tragic accident that took the life of Helena Hutchins, a wife, mother, and deeply admired colleague of ours," Baldwin tweeted. He added, "I'm fully cooperating with the police investigating to address how this tragedy occurred, and I am in touch with her husband, offering my support to him and his family. My heart is broken for her husband, the son, and all who knew and loved Helena. No charges have been filed, the sheriff's office said, adding that the investigation is ongoing. Sheriff's deputies were dispatched around 1:50 p.m. local time, 3:50 p.m. Eastern time, after a 911 call about a shooting on the set, the office said. A live single round was accidentally fired on set by the principal actor, hitting both the director of photography, local 600 member Halna Huskins, and director Joel Souza. The International Alliance of Theatrical Stage Employees, Local 45, said in an email. So yeah, man. He should have checked it. Even if you think it was just a prop, you still should have checked it, because even prop guns can be dangerous. And according to some other news from the New York Post, Alec Baldwin didn't know what weapon contained a live round. Alec Baldwin was told it was safe to use a loaded prop gun minutes before he pulled the trigger and fired a round that killed a cinematographer. A warrant application from the Santa Fe County Sheriff's Office said Assistant Director Dave Howes didn't know the firearm had live rounds in it, announcing it was a cold gun when he gave Baldwin the ribbon on the set of Rust, a Western movie filming in New Mexico on Thursday. Investigators said the gun was one of three that the famous armorer Hannah Gutierrez, I'm sorry if I pronounced that last name wrong, had placed on the car outside of a wooden structure where a scene was being performed. The warrant said Hawes grabbed the gun from the car and brought it inside to Baldwin to use for the scene, detective said. The warrant was issued in Santa Fe court so investigators could document the scene at the Santa Fe ranch where the shooting took place. Law enforcement seized the weapon as well as other prop guns and ammunition the crew had been using during filming. According to the warrant, Baldwin's bloody costume was also seized. Cinematographer Halna Huskins, 42, was fatally shot in the chest. Director Joel Souza, 42, who was standing behind her, was wounded. No charges have been filed in the shooting. Mamie Mitchell, the film script supervisor, told the Associated Press that she was standing next to Huskins when she was shot. I ran out and called 911 and said, "Bring everyone, send everyone." Mitchell told the Associated Press, "This woman is going at the beginning of her career. She was an very rare woman." Members of the crew planned to attend a private memorial service for Huskins on Friday night, Mitchell said. Baldwin took to Twitter on Friday to address the tragic accident in which he said he's been in contact with Huskins' husband. And then there's also another article from the New York Post saying that worker in charge of Alec Baldwin's prop gun was replacement hire amid on-set chaos. The prop master who handed the gun that killed the cinematographer on Alec Baldwin's film Rust was just brought in amid a protest amid conditions on the set, the Post has learned. The unidentified employee was hired to replace someone else amid chaos on the set, according to a source involved with the movie. Another source briefed on the situation told the Post that a crew of workers had walked off the film set of the Bonanza Creek Ranch near Santa Fe, New Mexico, Thursday morning over what they alleged were poor safety conditions before Baldwin, 68, fired the gun later that day. So apparently during this whole movie set, apparently Alec Baldwin was a very difficult person to work with. Now, does that mean that the employees that walked up the set, set this up? No, it does not mean that at all. It may have been just a fatal accident. It could have just been that. But apparently, a lot of people are saying like, some people are saying that that these people that walked out, they did this to freaking Alec Baldwin, and they want to get revenge on him. Like I don't see that as the case at all. Here's my thing about this, man. Even if you are given a gun with blanks in it, you should still check to see if it was not loaded. I don't care if it's shooting blanks or not. This is where common sense gun control comes in place. I'm pretty sure Alec Baldwin is not one of those guys who actually knows how to use a gun. He just uses it because of Hollywood. This is how weird Hollywood is. They would give some actors would just take a gun just point it, fire it, and then they think that that's automatically that's how guns work. No, there's safety, there's handling, then there's shooting, then there's reloading the clip. It's all kinds of things when it comes to guns. It's not just point and it's not just point and shoot. If you point a gun and the safety is on, it won't fire. But in Alec Baldwin's case, he made sure that he did not make sure that gun was safe to use. So yes, it is his fault because he should have checked it. But it's very tragic about that young director, coming of age director who apparently was optimistic about her career, and the cinematographer, he was doing all right. But a lot of people are taking this out of context about saying like, yo, it's not Alec Baldwin's fault, it's the gun's fault, or it's the armorer's fault who gave him the gun. It's Baldwin's fault. It's Baldwin's fault. Now I know he feels very bad about this. I know for a fact because this dude is, I'm bet he's agonizing right now about what happened. But it's still his fault. If the gun is in your hands and you shoot somebody, it's your fault. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you guys like what I'm saying, like, comment, subscribe, share this video. I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.